What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man here, Bodybags88. And as always, did you miss me? Alright guys, so I've been telling you guys that the circus has been in town and y'all guys can still get y'all tickets. It has not left. Alright guys, we have a month left, okay, until the new year. Okay, we are now in November. Now I'm about to hit December soon, alright, because it's right around the corner. So y'all guys, listen, it does not look like it's going to be a good 2023, okay? Celebrities are out here just doing things. They're out here doing things, and they're getting snagged by, TMZ. They're getting snagged by reporters, and they get mad when their stuff is snagged. Listen, you can't get mad. You cannot get mad because of the things that you are doing, okay? Y'all are making mistakes that, yes, people make mistakes and you should learn from them. But some mistakes you guys out here make that are celebrities with all this money and all this, this platform of large fan base, y'all are putting yourselves in danger. Okay? Y'all pockets is getting stranded. Your name's getting slung all through the mud. Okay? Half of y'all peeking through the blinds, looking out, trying to hope there ain't nobody taking pictures of y'all. Y'all put the light on yourselves, man. The light's already on y'all because y'all celebrities. But y'all putting the light on yourselves. Okay? Like I told y'all, the circus is in town of this freak show that is going on. And y'all guys still have time to get tickets. So y'all can get y'all tickets lined up and sent front row to see this crazy circus act that is happening in 2022. Y'all thought we went through enough in 2021? Why are we still going through it in 2022? For what? Why? To me, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why people keep wanting to be in the tabloids if it's not marriage, okay? If it's not getting taken off this planet, and I'm gonna say this, all respects to take off, because what I'm saying, he was not gambling, and he had nothing to do with that. He was just there. What I'm saying? He was just there. But I'm talking about other people that are getting shootouts, these gangs and stuff that are getting shootouts and saying they don't care about losing their life. If somebody in my team gets hit, we gonna go retaliate. Okay? But I'm gonna say thank you guys for the video support of the takeoff video that I made, not so long ago. Thank you for that support, and for all the other videos that I've done. Okay, thank y'all for that support. I appreciate you guys very much. Love you guys. You are special and be blessed. But we have another story here at hand, which is talking about none other than Kyrie Irving. Also, before I get started, I'm gonna say if you guys want to, please like and subscribe to the channel if you would like to. No harm, pushed upon you or forcing you. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right. Now I want to start by saying this is a very long article. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm going to read to a certain part, and then we're going to dig into this whole Kyrie situation. All right, because that's what we're here to do, break things down. All right. So the New York Times. This is big right here. This is the New York Times. It's not TMZ breaking this. I mean, TMZ had broken it already, but this is the New York Times. All right. Nets suspend Kyrie Irving indefinitely after anti-Semitic movie post. Irving posted a link to an anti-Semitic movie last week, but had not apologized until hours after Nets suspended him for the minimum of 5 games. All right. Now I'm going to say this: he's suspended for 5 games. I believe it's going to be more. Because if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't even read up on this situation, which I have, and this is a touchy situation because it has to do with a lot of religion, which, you can get canceled for. Y'all see what happened to Kanye West? He's losing billions. He's a billionaire, but he's losing it. Nobody wants to take his money. No bank wants to take his money. People don't want to listen to him no more. He's talking about Jews, and he's getting to, and you guys know what that means, okay? Certain things you cannot speak about. I mean, you can be free to state your opinion if you're tired of being pushed in the corner. You're like, we need to stand up and we need to fight. We need to say the truth. But you will get canceled from this world. Okay? You understand this world is ran by machines. It's ran by higher ups. They watch everything that we do as people. They're watching me. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful what you do. And people are like, oh, I'm not going to stay in no little straight line and just follow everybody else to the path of nowhere. No, you can make moves, but you got to be smart about your moves. This is not smart. You got to be smart about your moves that y'all making in this world, man. And people are still going to follow your impact, but you got to be smart about your decisions. That's what this is about, being smart. Okay? And religion is a very big thing that people seem to not, pay attention to, that can get them in trouble. For real. You know what I'm saying? People literally hurt each other, like physically, over talking about this God, that God. And none of y'all have seen the gods. None of y'all have seen any of these gods. Okay? You just know you read about them. Your family, your ancestors passed down from generations told you to do this and do that, but you haven't seen one God. You've seen miracles. You've seen great things happening, yes, but you haven't seen it physically. Some people said they passed to the next life and they seen angels, and I seen a video where a woman was saying that she's seen a 12-foot angel, and I believe it's true. I believe it's true. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was younger, and I remember, man, and this is not to try to tell you from the story, but I remember when I was younger, and people always had this belief about even aliens. I remember I was younger, and I was coming from the store, and I saw this thing sitting in the sky, right? And it wasn't like it was far away blinking. It was sitting like right in front of me. And it just shot across the sky. And when it shot, you know how you see like them chemtrails, when they just keep going, you can follow the chemtrail and follow the little, the little path that it's going on. This thing shot straight, like right of me, and went into like this like little portal thing and disappeared. I ran home and I quickly told everybody, yo, guess what I just saw? And I was like, bro, I can't believe, like, we always hear stories about seeing things like this. But nobody ever, would thought that I would have saw it. And then when it shot across, it had like a rainbow behind it. And a rainbow, like a rainbow trail behind it. And it just shot like straight into this and was going. So like it just kept going. Cause I was like, oh, that's a shooting star. I've seen plenty of shooting stars, but that's not what I've seen. But it started reminding me that even though I'm telling everybody what I've seen, they didn't see it. So they're not going to believe me until they see it. Now they're telling other people. Those people are not going to believe them because they didn't see it. So it's a consistent thing. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? The whole world has to literally look up to the sky and see it for everybody to believe it. Because I'm like, man, you crazy, bro. Then they be like, yo, I saw it too. Nah, the people going to be like, y'all crazy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when you see something that's going on in this world or something is exposed to you, you gotta just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself because people are not going to believe you. But as far as with this religion thing, man, this is a big thing and people have gotten hurt over this. People have lost their lives over religion. For real. It's a deep thing. Okay? A lot of people have made it through their life with their religious beliefs and have seen evidence of things happening from whoever they praise. Okay? So you coming in and you talking about somebody's religion or whatever, they're going to come at you. The same way with Kanye. You going to talk about somebody's religion, they're going to come at your behind, man. And you're going to see just not how much power you have. Okay? And they're going to come at you, and then your world's going to start falling apart. It's going to start falling apart. Kanye has been the main man trending since last week, probably the week before that. He is just trending. Okay? He's trending, but he's also losing money. I'm just saying. Alright? So, let's keep going. Like I said, he's suspended a minimum of 5 games, but I believe he's going to be suspended more because there is some acts that Kyrie has to perform. He has to do about, I think it's like 5 or 6 different acts for him to actually, get back onto the Brooklyn Nets. And knowing Kyrie Irving, you know what I mean? Because this is the same guy we seen when the whole situation came with the vaccine. And he was like, I'm not getting the vaccine because I know what it does to people. You know what I'm saying? You are in an organization, bro, where it's like the world watches you every time you do something. You're on Nike commercials. You're streaming. Whether you're playing video games or you're expressing yourself, you know what I mean? But you are an NBA player. That's one of the most luxurious jobs in the world. People gather from all over the world to the NBA finals. Okay? Y'all get large amounts of cash when y'all win the chip. Even if you don't win the chip, you still get large amounts of cash. And you, the 2 teams that make it to the NBA finals, y'all still getting big promotions because y'all made it through all these teams. Y'all made it. Kyrie, he's the type of guy where, you know what, I'm gonna dig into that, but I'm gonna say, yeah, he's got more. He's probably got more games that he's gonna be suspended. They're saying a minimum of 5 games, but I believe it's gonna be more. I believe he's gonna be suspended for more games than this. All right. It says the Nets suspended guard Kyrie Irving indefinitely Thursday, calling him unfit to be associated with the team because he had declined to say he has no anti-Semitic views in the week since he had posted a link on Twitter to a film with hateful claims about Jewish people. Listen, the Jewish community, man, is a very big community. They are big. All right? You gotta watch what you say. They are always watching. Okay? They are always watching. The Jewish people, they are very much a really good, colony of people. Okay, you got to be careful what you say about them. You got to be careful, man. All right. I mean, you spreading love, cool. You know what I mean? But I feel like with the whole thing with Kyrie, he didn't do his research. Okay, but we're going to dig into that. Such failures to disavow anti-Semitism, which is given a clear opportunity to do so, is deeply disturbing. It is against the values of our organization and constitutes conduct detrimental, to the team, the Nets said in a statement. Irving had declined to apologize despite fierce backlash, but late Thursday night, hours after the Nets suspended him, he relented in a post on Instagram. To all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize, Irving said in an Instagram post. All right, so it's a little bit more here. All right, so it says the Nets said Irving would be suspended without pay for a minimum of 5 games and until he satisfies a series of objective remedial measures that address the harmful impact of his conduct. On Thursday, before he was suspended, Irving did not apologize for his post, but said there were some things in the film he did not agree with. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into Kyrie. All right. Kyrie Irving is that type of player where you love to hate him. Okay, and he knows that he's loved to hate it. He know people love to hate him, and he feeds off of that. Kyrie hasn't always been that type of player. I'm gonna tell you guys, with this whole, trying to reach a spiritual nature, Kyrie has not always been like this. Okay, when Kyrie came in the league, Kyrie was trying to find himself, with the Cavs and whatnot. Yes, he was talented, but I noticed, even after he won the chip with LeBron, because when he won the chip with LeBron, that just put him on a hiatus, because in the NBA, when you win a ring, you have trash talking rights. Okay, you can trash talk anybody, you can brag about anything you want to brag about. That is just how it goes. So technically, to me, I feel like Kyrie Irving was like, okay, well, not only did I won a ring, but I won it in Cleveland, where y'all gave up on Cleveland and said Cleveland would never win a championship. Then we beat Golden State to get it. Okay? Not only that, I won it with the best player in the world. I don't think he's the best player now. Team is struggling bad. But at the time with the best player in the world, LBJ, LeBron James, King James as y'all will call him. Okay, I want a ring with King James. We got it done. And King James is known as to having great duos with Dwayne Wade, then teaming up with Kyrie Irving. So yes, he has made a name for himself and feels like I can't be touched. You come talk to me when you want a ring with LeBron, then you could talk to me. But until then, you ain't got nothing to say to me, brother. So I'm gonna walk around this league like I own it. I can see if he won a ring with Chris Paul, or he won a ring with I don't know, Kawhi Leonard or somebody. That's not really a big deal. Okay? Yeah, probably got him on some State Farm commercial if he won Chris Paul. But let's keep it real. You won a championship with LeBron James. This guy builds schools. Was in a recent Space Jam. He's making shoes consecutively. Like, he's just putting out sneakers. Okay, he's changing the face of the game. He's got one of the biggest platforms in the world. He be on different type of interviews and giving, his piece on the world and things like that. So you want a ring with a special breed. You want a ring with a unicorn, which is LeBron. So that gives Kyrie bragging rights. It gives him rights in the NBA to walk around with his chest poked out. But this is where things come in a different way, because for a lot of y'all don't know, I do some studying in the zodiac signs, okay? And Kyrie Irving is an Aries. Now, one thing about Aries, they are great people. You know what I mean? They are fun to be around. They know how to dress. They know where to find good spots to eat. But the dark side of Aries is that Aries are the god of war. That's what they're basically known for, as the god of war. That means they're always ready to fight. They're always ready to go at you. Okay? They can have a smile 1 minute and something said in the crowd, whatever, they turn around, they're ready to fight. That smile goes away. You will see the angriest side come out of an Aries. And Aries is also the sign where they do not think first. They act first, think later. Okay? I think that Aries is the opposite of Libra. And one thing I know about Libras is that Libras, they are the same. Like Libras, they do a lot of thinking. But at times, I think with Libras, it's like, if it's something that they don't want to do, they won't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that they want to do, they're all for it. But I noticed that Libras are the type of people to actually make, moves first and not think first. Y'all saw just what happened with Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner also is a Libra. And you see the decisions that she decided to make. Thinking that she can keep bringing, And I believe it's not her first time. That her bringing that cannabis oil over there. They said that they've been watching her for a while, and she's been going back and forth. And I believe that she had over more than once, because if she has cannabis oil, you have cannabis oil, you're going to be, using that frequently. Okay, so every time you're traveling out the country, we're going somewhere, you're going to have it with you. So she probably had it everywhere, and they've always seen it. But I guess because of this situation that was going on with America and them over there, they said, oh, well, it's time to snag her. So they didn't give her no more passes. They snagged her. But yes, now she's facing her 9 years behind bars. And she's probably sitting there like, what the heck? How did this? I never expected. Just imagine you being a kid growing up, and you like to play with sticks and rocks and all that kind of stuff as a female. You're not out here playing with Barbie dolls. You're not out here trying to put on your mom's high heels or her makeup. You want to be a tomboy. You grow up, right? Not even knowing you're going to hit the WNBA. Not even know you're going to go to be 6'8", 6'9", right? And then you make it to the WNBA, and you become one of the most dominant forces in the league. You're traveling, touring places. And I don't know if y'all know her. If I don't know, excuse me, I don't know if y'all heard about that story a while back that happened with Brittany Griner when she was on a tour bus, I guess with some of her teammates. I think this was with the Olympic team or something like that. And a guy charged at her with a knife. Okay, he didn't go after nobody else but Brittany. That was the first incident. Then there was a second incident. What happened when she got married, and not even too long after that marriage, it was a split divorce because there was calls coming in from neighbors, and I don't know if there was even calling from like the hotels that it was in, and there was abusive relations going on between her and her wife, and her wife claimed that she was getting hit, or getting abused by Brittany. And then as fast as they got married, it was over. Then you go over to where you going, you feel me, taking cannabis oil. Now you're facing 9 years in jail. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like with Libras, they don't make smart decisions. They act first, think later. Aries, act first, think later. But then it's already out there in the world. Now it's over. Now it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But then that aggressive side kicks into an Aries. You know what? We'll forget everybody. I don't care. Yeah, it's out there. They need to see it. Anybody want war? Anybody want to smoke with me? Come on, come and get it. That's not the way to be, man. Okay? I believe somebody, because Kyrie, like, he's getting really deep into that spiritual faith. And back to the whole situation, even with LeBron James. After he won the ring with LeBron, you know what I mean? He was getting offers. Went to Boston. Did pretty good. But felt like he wasn't treated right. Left. Went to Brooklyn. Okay. Oh, where's KD going though? Everybody thought KD was going back to Golden State because Draymond had that whole video with him. They sat down, they squashed everything and talked about everything and what happened. And Kevin Durant sat out his own mouth. And Kevin Durant is also a Libra. He sat out his own mouth. You know what I mean? He was like, it wasn't so much about you. This had to do with Steve Kerr. And there's been plenty of situations going between Kyrie, not Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant and Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr didn't want to treat Kevin Durant as the player that he wanted to be. He wasn't really letting him grow because he wanted Curry to be the shot ball caller of the team. But when Kevin came over there, he tried to bench Kevin. Kevin was like, no, I'm getting the game. You ain't benching me. You know who I am? I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know why I'm here. That's what he said. Okay? And then after a while, KD started becoming the most favorable player of the Golden State Warriors. And Curry got kicked to the back. He was kicked to the back of the line. It became KD's team. Okay? But he said it wasn't really about Draymond. Draymond had a lot to do with it. But it was more about Steve Kerr. There's things that he brought to Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr wasn't trying to listen. He wasn't trying to hear it. He was set in his ways. Steve Kerr also was a Libra too. Okay, set in his ways. More so act first, think later. So now you lost one of your best players that could have been a three-headed dragon. Okay. Could have had this team going crazy. Could have had Curry. Could have had Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, and Stephen Curry. That's dynamic five right there. You feel me? Who's stopping them? But then situations happen. And I bet you now that when the Brooklyn Nets sit back and look, because there was a picture I was surfacing on the internet when they were getting blown out in the game. I don't know what game it was, but it was getting blown out. And they flashed the camera to the bench of the Brooklyn Nets. And you saw KD sitting there with a hoodie on, just staring into space. Like, did I make the dumbest decision to come back here? Or should I have went to Golden State? I could have reamped my career. Dude, we're talking about the same guy who jumped from OKC and went straight to the team that made him cry. Okay? He has the power to keep doing that because he's already broken the internet on the sports world from doing it before. So why can't he do it again? But because it's New York has one of the biggest platforms when it comes to celebrities, when it comes to food spots, venues, okay, sightseeing. And in New York, you could just be your own person. Just like look at Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was only worried about getting paid. Carmelo Anthony did not care anything about getting a ring. He already has stated that he just wants the money. And when he went to the Olympics, all he cared about was winning gold. He didn't care nothing about no championship. And then that's why it came down to the situation where Phil Jackson had him get rid of his own self, because he had a no trade clause in his contract. You couldn't trade Melo. So Phil Jackson rallied up some things in his mind, and he said, I want out. And ever since he left the New York Knicks, and he went, to play with OKC, and then he went to go play with the Blazers, we ain't heard nothing from Melo. Okay? But New York is the one place where you could be a celebrity, walk down the street, go to the bodega, you can go anywhere you want, and you will be treated as a regular person. You can go shopping in Foot Locker, or, go on Times Square, you'll be treated as a regular person. They will not really flood you like that. But in Hollywood, they'll flood you. In different other places in the world, they'll flood you, that you play for different teams. So I could see why KD stayed there. Also, KD had a house out there. And then he had got injured when he had, injured himself and was out the game for a minute. They had transported him to a hospital in New York. Okay? Then KD was also on the background of all the stuff that was happening in the league. You know what I'm saying? With his team he was on, because he was still with the Golden State Warriors. He was injured. Okay? And it's weird, something stuck out to me. I'm like, I didn't notice that when KD was sitting down at the podium a lot of times on the Golden State Warriors, and he was wearing that hat, number 7. He had number 7 and was wearing all black. He was letting people know that y'all missed that. Y'all missed that. He was already letting people know, I'm leaving this team. I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm gonna become number 7. People kept saying, why is he wearing number 7 on his hat? Why is he wearing number 7? He had plans already leaving. Even when he was doing the interviews, he wanted out. He wanted out. Before he got injured, KD was wearing number 7 hat. All black with the white number 7 letter. Why is he wearing that? Then he got injured. Had a lot of time to think in the hospital. He got visited by who? None other than Kyrie Irving. They talked. Okay? And then what happened? He ended up going and playing for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's like the team that, they dressed in all black. All black colors. All black, represents look, man, look. Hey, it's the dark side over here. You already know things are going to happen. We in the dark side. Y'all should expect that. We ain't no bright colors like the Lakers. We ain't no bright colors like OKC. Okay? This is Brooklyn. Brooklyn. That's what this is. Okay? So then, after that whole situation happened, we had the passing of Kobe. And this is where Kyrie Irving transformed into spiritual Kyrie. Okay? He transformed into spiritual Kyrie, which in my case, he was trying to become Kobe. There's tons of pictures on social media. You guys can go check. He's in practice. He had a red shirt on, and on the back it said Bryant. Right? You know how Kobe used to break down different players? He used to have that little segment where he broke down players, and so you can understand how they play, because Kobe was good at that. And for y'all don't know, Kobe Bryant was a Virgo, same as me, and that's why we have that intellect in our mind, intelligence. We can break things down, break people down, and see through them. Okay? So what ended up happening was, it got to a point where he was breaking players down, and is doing great of it. Kyrie grew up on Kobe. Okay, that was his MJ. He grew up on Kobe. There is even a video surfacing. They was at the practice in the Olympic game, and he was talking about how he can take, Kobe on. He can beat him. Kobe's like, what? Are you serious? He said, I'm pinning everything I know where you're going to go. I'm pinning it. No, you ain't. And that was a debate that really, ran up a lot. Because it's like, you see a lot of players at the Olympic Games, especially the NBA, in practices, they be going against each other one-on-one, seeing who's good. And everybody standing around watching, recording it because it's fun. Y'all about to play for the gold and bring it back home. So why not play against each other and see who's the best player? And we all thought we was going to get a little snippet of Kobe versus Kyrie, but it didn't happen. They were talking about it. It sounded good, but it didn't happen. So when Kobe passed away, that really did something to Kyrie's energy. Okay. But then Kyrie, he's already tatted up and things like that. He already, looking at the looking through the third eye, the eagle's eye, which I actually have the necklace on right here. I can actually pull it up. I got the necklace on my neck right here. So I gotta find it. These guys can see right here. See right here? That third eye? Kyrie got it on his arm. He has it on his arm. You know what I'm saying? And that's to ward off bad spirits. When people are, trying to, attack you and things like that. That third eye is to ward off bad demons and spirits that are trying to, trying to harm you. That's what that's for. So that's why I'll say with having this third eye right here, the eagle's eye. Yeah. For y'all don't know about that, do your research. Do your research. All right. But anyway, he has it on his arm right here. He has it right there on his arm. So Kyrie has been really tapped into the spiritual nature. All right. And then with him going to Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is a really big place to play basketball. But Brooklyn also, it's like you can be yourself. And some parts of Brooklyn have dark spots in it. It has like a dark place. You know what I mean? And Kyrie knows that. He knows I can mess up, do whatever I want to do, go out here and play and on regular courts and do whatever I want to do. When that whole situation kicked off with him, when he had got into with the NBA for not getting the vaccine, there was video surfacing Kyrie out on regular street ball courts playing with regular people, just balling with them. People was recording, oh, that's Kyrie. Look, he's playing regular basketball. People out here. You can do that in New York. They have courts everywhere. They got the Rucker. They got courts on every corner. Okay? They got courts on every corner. So Kyrie's like, look, okay, y'all kick me out the league. I'm going to go ball with some of these regular people out here. I want to be regular anyway. I don't even want this status. I don't want it. But he was also, again, dealing with the fatal losing of Kobe. So then he grew his afro out. Then he started talking about the real thoughts about religion and faith and all that kind of stuff, because Kobe was big up on that. He literally got so deep into wanting to be like Kobe that he took on Kobe's presence. When he went out there on the floor, he started balling with the arm pad on, the leg sleeve on, with the afro. He thought he was Kobe Bryant. Only thing he didn't have was a number 8 on his jersey. Okay, but he thought he was Kyrie, always holding his daughter up here, kissing her, and how Kobe would have his daughters with him after the games on the floor, showing his wife. He even had a video where they show him walking the arena. He wasn't playing, but he had his wife. He was holding her hand, like this. He had her behind. She was behind him. He was pulling her along with him, and he said, "Oh, this Kyrie Irving with his wife." He wants to be Kobe so bad. He wants to be Kobe so bad. And then he started to become very unapologetic in his interviews and his press conferences. Very arrogant. And I'm like, that's not even Kyrie. He's always a sweet guy, always happy. You know what I'm saying? Always smiling in his interviews and things like that. So he started doing like sucking his teeth. And what was that supposed to mean to me? What was that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? I can speak what I want to say. he was becoming Kobe. And you go on that path, it's a dark path. Okay? It's a dark path to where you want to become like somebody because you take fully on them when you start meditating and, you know what I mean, doing rituals and stuff. You will become that person in your own right. But see, Kyrie wasn't that. He's not that big as Kobe is to be out here trying to change platforms, out here trying to push this on the people. He's not big like that. He's reaching a level where he's not able to box. He's not able to box there. Okay, and I actually would say, I think someone actually put him on to this documentary, knowing how spiritual he is. And he was like, oh, this seems good. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. And he probably watched a little bit of it and then posted it on social media for his fans, knowing how they're going to run and see whatever Kyrie's posting for those spiritual ones out there, without him taking a full look at what this documentary is about and what happened. He got shut down. Kyrie, you are a multi-millionaire. I'm talking to you, brother. You are a multi-millionaire. Okay? The things that you do will affect your tomorrow. Even if he didn't really mean no harm, and he was just trying to be spiritual. Kyrie, again, you are an Aries. You act first, think later. Why don't you do the research, bro, to really figure out what's going on? Because he said there were some things in there that he did not agree with. You can't be out here being spiritual when you haven't done the full research, man. Now you tied up in this mess. Now you got your wife tied up in this mess. Now you got your kids tied up in this mess. Your kids going to school. They might be in private school. They know who your kids are known. I don't think they're old enough to realize what's going on, but if they was, just imagine how they would be, treated at lunch. People not want to sit with them. Everybody forced them to sit at the table near the trash can that stink. Yeah, sit over there because your dad's trash. We don't want you near us. And imagine if the school they went to had a lot of Jewish community in it that felt offended. They're gonna push your kid to the far side and say, "Be by yourself." And it wasn't even the kid's fault what their father did. But again, Kyrie, you act first, think later. Even if you didn't mean it, you still act first, think later. You've been like that since you won the championship with LeBron. Since you had got your face on the cover of 2K when you was on Boston. Okay? You walked through the tunnel after losing the game and a fan said to you, "Kyrie, you suck." You came back and said, "Suck my..." Yeah. You act first, think later. That's what you do, Kyrie. Why do you do that, man? Why do you do that? And then now the world's up here, putting you on the front page. This is not looking good. We just had a death. We just had the death of a rapper that he was not a troublesome person. Okay? He wasn't out here doing bad things in this world. He was respected by a lot of people, and they will always say one thing about Takeoff is that he was very laid back. Okay? We had a passing of a real soldier. Now here you come with this crap. Right after his death? Come on now, man. This ain't even for no views, bro. This ain't even for people to be like, no, this is me really talking, bro. You gotta think, Kyrie. And that's your problem, man. You don't think. You don't think, man. You trying to be spiritual all the time. Sometimes you need to pump your brakes and figure out, let me evaluate everything before I jump into this. Okay? And anywhere it is involving Jews, you got to be careful what you saying, bro. For you to go down this path, if this don't wake you up, I don't know what will, Kyrie. You're not no kid. You're not young. You know what goes on out here in this world, bro. Yeah, people get divorces. Yeah, people fight. Yeah, people get fired from their jobs. But when it comes to religion, bro, you are reaching for a level that you're not at. You're trying to get there, Kyrie, and you're trying to spread a message, yes. But you're not all the way there, because you obviously posted stuff that had stuff in this documentary, bro, that offended the NBA. And the NBA, they watch everything. Right now, you're not even on the level of no LeBron. Cut that off. You want to ring with LeBron, but it's cut. You know why it's cut? Because the simple fact is that you, my brother, are making bad moves, that LeBron's still making good moves. Even though he's losing, his team suck, he's making good moves, bro. What moves are you making, Kyrie, that is not going to have backlash? So the more LeBron rises up the polls, the more you slide down. And you're going to get known for somebody who makes bad decisions every time. Now they got the scope on you, Kyrie. Before they had it on you and they took it off of you, but now you got it back on you again. They're going to pick on you like they pick on Kevin Durant. Why do you think they slander Kevin Durant so much on Twitter? People go to the basketball games just to scream at Kevin Durant and say things to him, and he turn around, he be like, "Shut the fuck up and sit down and enjoy the game." He says stuff like that. He'll go on social media and throw himself out there. Why do you think they're attacking y'all too? Because it's easy. Y'all are putting yourselves in the magnifying glass to be watched. And the first thing you're gonna run and say, "Well, I apologize. I'm sorry." That's not gonna cut it. Because you're stirring up things now in a pot, bro. It's boiling hot. Pot so hot you can't touch it. Pot so hot you can't stand next to it because it's so hot. But you just don't learn, Kyrie. You do not learn, man. You are of a black culture. You got to be careful what you say, man. You got to be careful how you move. Them tattoos on your body, yes, they represent spiritual movements. They represent spiritual nature. They represent what means right to you. You're on social media, on Instagram, whatever, posting, you meditating or you walking with a stick in your hand down the street and have a quote up, cool. But it's not enough for you. You're like, I got to reach a little further. I got to put a little bit more out there without researching first. That's the problem. Not enough research and you moving too fast. Kyrie, the world still loves you. The world still gives you props on the accomplishments you have done that no other team has done except Kawhi Leonard on the Raptors when they took the chip from Golden State. The last time Golden State was going to see their arena before it got torn down, before Oracle got torn down, they sniped them of the championship. But before that, it was you and LeBron. Biggest duo going at the three-headed monsters. And y'all eliminated them. Did something that was unthinkable. Bro, I remember watching that game. I was at work, bro. I was in the break room. I'm chilling. I'm on break, you know what I'm saying? I was chilling. That was my old job. I'm sitting there, I'm chilling, watching the game. Like, are you going to win? Oh my gosh, the Cavs have beat the Golden State Warriors. I was like, yo, Cleveland, this is for you. I remember it all. Kyrie grabbing LeBron. Man, I always wanted this in my career. And I remember me saying this. This was probably back in 2000. This was probably back in 2014, 2015. 15, 16, one of those, right? I remember me seeing a picture of you on Google holding an NBA championship. I don't know if it was photoshopped, but I'm guessing it was because you didn't have a championship at the time. But it was photoshopped. And I said, yo, Kyrie's going to get one. He's going to get a ring. I don't know when, but he's going to get one. It just looks right on you. And lo and behold, fast forward years later, you got a ring. You got one. You need more, buddy. You need more. Okay? But the way Brooklyn is looking, and on top of that, they already getting slapped because of the whole thing with Steve Nash. You feel me? Now with you, y'all got too much going on over there, man. Somebody got to leave. Either you or KD got to go, man. But see, I already think it's going to be you. I think you're going to leave before KD is, because you can't stay put anywhere. If it don't fit your stature, you're gone. Everybody got to fit Kyrie. If it don't fit Kyrie, Kyrie's out of here. Kyrie's not going to stay there and keep putting up with this and that, but you're the cause of it. You hear how people say that everywhere, Chris Paul goes, he gets somebody kicked off that team? That's how you are. Everywhere you go, somebody's getting kicked off a team, and you taking that spot, rising up to the occasion. But then when you feel like you're in your bag, you feel like you're in emotion, you feel like you don't want to do something, or somebody's backing you in the corner, you want to go on rogue Kyrie mode and leave everybody else hanging. Okay? Leaving KD at one point in time, leaving KD and James Harden hanging to run the team by themselves. Everybody has their opinions on the vaccine and things like that, what they feel. Come on now. But you, Kyrie, okay? You got to stop this, man. You got to stop this. You may not care. You may want to go out the whole world and be like, whatever, I apologize. Stop saying that this and that third. I didn't post it for this and that and the reasons. But you still posted it. And it's going to have backlash because you didn't fully do your research. Okay? Y'all guys let me know what y'all think of this, man. I mean, this thing got me heated. I ain't going to lie. This thing got me heated because Kyrie know better. He knows better. But he's somebody that's just going to keep making mistakes. And this is not going to be it. Kyrie's going to do something else. It's probably going to get to a point where he's going to end up leaving that team. And he's going to probably become like Carmelo. Forced out the league. Now he wants to go and be a protester. Now he wants to march down to City Hall. Now he wants... Yeah. I can see it already happening. I can see what type of person that Kyrie is going to become. I can see it. He's going to end up getting his own self kicked out of the NBA. For real. He thinks just because he got a ring with LeBron, like that's saving you. That's not saving you. LeBron got a ring after you. In the bubble. LeBron's good. He's secured. He can retire there tomorrow and be secured. You're not. You have one ring stuck in the past. Nothing in the future. You had two of the, well, you got one, but you had two of the best players on your team that could have helped you out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna say two of the best players. You had one of the best players. One's already great. KD's already great. But you had, you had, what's his name in the team? So then he left. You know what I mean? He left, went over to the Sixers. And that's a whole nother story over there. I ain't gonna talk about them. But that's a whole nother story over there with the Sixers. Okay? But man. You know better. You feel me? It is what it is. I'm just shocked, bro. I'm just shocked. Like, I don't even have to read your whole article to know, Kyrie, that you are a idiot. You're a smart idiot. That's what you are, a smart idiot. Do you not know the Jewish community is being talked about a lot out here in the world? They run everything. And you're out here and you're exposing things that you had no research in. You haven't really, dove into the situation. Your wife probably going out. She's getting death threats. She's getting stuff sent to her. Leave America. And it's not from the Jews. It's from people on the regular streets that just want to be tied into whatever's going on. And they may say, you know what? Well, we hate Kyrie anyway. He acts before he thinks. And they might just want to start saying stuff to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Saying stuff about your kids. knowing you're going to get angry about it and you're going to storm out. And what are you going to do, Kyrie? What are you going to do? You're going to storm out of the situation and handle it as you always handle it. Act first, think later. All right, y'all. So I'm done with this video. All right. Like and subscribe to the channel, please, if you like to. You know what I mean? I'm not forcing you guys to, but I'm just over this video. Until next time, guys, I love y'all. Y'all be safe, be blessed. You know what I mean? Y'all guys stay protected, man. Holidays is coming up, and y'all guys stay protected. It's going to get crazy. Okay, like I said, the circus is still in town. It's going to get crazy. All right. Until then, I love y'all guys. Your man Body Bags here. Peace out.